Hello and welcome to Lasse's Food and Barbecue. Today we're making breakfast rolls. So hang with me and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, here we are. We've got 42 ounces of all-purpose flour. I've actually divided that into two bowls because I only want to add part of it to start with, and I always forget that I should save some for last. So that's what we got. Half a cup of raisins, half a cup of sunflower seeds, half a cup of wheat bran, that's optional, I like it. 3 tablespoons of sugar, 2 sachets of instant rice yeast, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and 2 teaspoons of salt. You can do this in a bowl or you can do it on the table. I will do it on the table. So we'll just start by putting that out there. Create like a natural bowl in the flour. Try to make the edges even and add the water. This water is the temperature according to the sachet, and it's important that you don't make it too cold, not too hot. I'm using water that is 43 degrees Celsius, or it's in the recipe what that's in Fahrenheit. I guess like 110. So we'll dissolve the yeast in the water. While doing that, we'll add the salt, the sugar, and the oil. Starting to create a mess here. And then slowly fold in half of the flour. Do it from the outside. There we go. Good thing I cleaned the whole surface, right? And that's when you realize you should have used the bowl, right? Oh well, it'll be all right. See? Then just continue adding the rest of the stuff. And last but not least, the raisins. Easy to see on my gloves now that it's still a bit sticky, so add a little bit more flour. Keep working it. Making a cake, work less. Making some bread, work more. You can of course do this in a machine as well, but not everyone has one. So that's why we did it this way. And there we go. Put it in a bowl, shrink wrap it, and let it rest for 45 minutes, and I'll be back when that's done. Okay, so something went wrong with the camera and it suddenly turned off, apparently. Well, I took the dough out of the bowl and I divided it into 3 more or less equal sized parts. And I'm gonna work one part at a time. So, get a little bit of flour on there and then work it. Try to make it as even as possible. I don't want these rolls to be too large, so I'm gonna make 10 out of each piece. Or actually, this is gonna be 8. And then I will use a little bit of that. And there we go, 10 pieces. Take each and every one of them, roll them into a ball. And put it aside on an oven pan covered in paper. So I'm gonna do 30 of these and I'll be back. And there we go, 30 breakfast rolls. So I'm gonna let these rest under a few kitchen towels and I'll be back when they've rested about 45 minutes. Okay, so it's been 45 minutes and these have risen quite well, I think. And now I'm gonna mop them or baste them a little bit different from each other. I'm gonna do one set with sesame seeds on top, and those are gonna be mopped with egg and sesame seed, egg and poppy seed, and the last one is gonna be olive oil and sea salt basil. So I'm gonna start with this one in the middle because that's the one you're most likely to see. So I'm just gonna mop these. And I'd also like to send a little shout out to Troy Reddington over at Weber Kettle Club because he helped me figure out the sizes of a yeast package in American stores. There are some differences between the yeast that we use, but I think the measurements will be more than adequate for this recipe. As those of you that bake know, measurements are really important when you do bread and cookies, especially cookies. You can't have too many kitchen scales and stuff for that. Anyway, something like that. A little bit of poppy seed. And then these are ready to go into the oven at 225 Celsius or 440 Fahrenheit. It's quite hot. Lowest shelf that you can get in the oven, and between 10 and 12 minutes. Once they turn golden and look ready, they're probably ready. You can, if you want, take one out and dunk it at the bottom, and if it gives out a hollow sound, it means they're done. Anyway, I'll show you what they look like afterwards. Okay, first batch out of the oven. Just wanted to show you what I went. If you take one of them and you do like that, I don't know if you can hear that. That deep sound means they're done. Anyway, if you want the crust to be hard, leave them like this. If you want the crust to be softer, cover them with a kitchen towel, with a tea towel. I want them hard, so I'm gonna leave them like this, and I'll check back with you when they're all done. Okay, bye. Okay, so there we are. 3 sets of bread. 2 of them I would consider more to be breakfast rolls, and the third one with the herbs and the salt I would actually use for, say, pulled pork or something like that. Anyway, I need to try this, especially since it's breakfast time, so it's a little bit. So this is what it looks like. You will need to butter it, if you like that, or you need to put something on there. And then of course you can use your jam. If you want a very easy recipe to make it yourself, you could just click the link up above, and I will teach you how to do that as well. Okay, hang on, okay, time to test this. Well, we had a little bit of a disaster in the beginning, but I think it turned out quite nice anyway, so I hope you followed it to the bitter end. I have the sesame version here, and I need to try that. I have some blackberry jam, and that's the one from the recipe that I'm linking, so it's up there or there, I don't know, I never know. Anyway, here we go. It's really nice. It's a bit fluffy the way I like it, but it's not white bread because I put the wheat bran in there, and it gives it a little bit more chew, which is, I guess it's good for you. At least I think so. Try it. You can do it without turning your kitchen into a mess if you use a bowl, or you can do it like I did. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.